Who do we have right here on One on One? He has been here not long ago. He needs no introduction, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Guru.
Hey.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
How have you been?
Yeah, we've been around. Just keeping the hard work.
Right, right. Okay, beautiful. Now, before we begin everything, I don't even want us to begin a conversation and then we'll have to drop. But first of all, my deepest condolence to you. We heard the news of the loss of your baby mama. Yeah.
Thank you.
Our deepest condolence. And I know that nobody would experience, this and be okay. Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
one of those things.
Yeah, right. But it happened not long ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But how are the children?
We have a child.
Right.
So she's okay. Just that she's not in Ghana. She's
Okay.
in Australia.
Okay.
Yes, I went there, and we've been keeping up conversation. It's going well.
Okay, beautiful. Now you have a child and such an unfortunate thing has happened. Now, we know that when things like this happen, the children, as much as the other half or the other parents get affected, the children also get affected. And they face, a whole lot of confusion and all of that.
Yeah,
How have you been
backlashes.
trying, managing all of that for your child?
You see, it won't be the best idea to even talk about it.
Right.
But we all living in a different world with our differences and understanding the reality. We just have to keep a balance and focus on taking care of your child.
Yeah.
If you have the chance. If you don't have the chance, you just have to keep going, build the future you want for your child. At least make sure you're keeping up so your child will also be proud. Because mostly in the Western world, if you have a child, it belongs to the government.
Right.
Who would say? So you just have to keep grinding and doing your very best in keeping up.
Okay.
So I just want to have my child with me and raise her myself. But now, as it stands, it's not possible. There are illegalities we're going through.
Okay.
Hoping it comes out well.
Beautiful. Now, we had this news. It was a hint given us. The news is that Guru is running for president. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard it? We'll talk about that very soon. Now you're wondering which president, is it president of Ghana or hold on. We are about to talk about that. Guru is running for president. And we're going to talk about that, okay? But before that, this has been on social media. This has been a conversation for a while. And talking about children, I know you're a father and you know how it feels. The issue between Fela McAfee and the medical, there's a child in the middle right there. And I would need you to share. Sometimes we think it's just between these two grown-ups, arguing and fight. This one says this. Let's talk about the child's perspective. How is this going to affect the child? As a father, what do you think?
Mentally, it's not right. And we've been through a whole hell of growing up. Of course, we had a rich childhood upbringing, which was more effective in our lives. But what matters is both parents growing up and see your parents divorced or separated. It has never been a joy. Okay, so I feel for the child. I know these are difficult times, and I hope they understand each other because it matters a lot. So I don't want to go deeper and just let them be. Hope they resolve their differences and come back. Why? Mumra back.
Mumra back. Do you want them to, come back as in marriage?
They look beautiful.
Right.
And I'm impressed with the growth. These are just two young G's coming together. I know with a showbiz bro I had here, sometimes it's very risky dating a celeb. Okay. But
it is.
Yes, very.
Right.
Very. And you won't have the life like the normal life you're expecting. So with two people always being in a space of trend, it's a different conversation.
True.
Everything about you is out there.
And these two people are literally trending for everything, every time.
It's the price you pay.
It's
the price. Sometimes you see everything about you goes out there. Misinterpretations to whatever you show, even if you're to pose it's a problem. You come out with a song, and these are some of the things. And then who bears the aftermath effect is a child.
True.
So they just have to be more critical about their actions and understand how they are invading their privacies. Yes, it's very key to me. But in a content, some feel and I'm.
But it looks like Charlie. They are going through a lot.
Personal content.
Your personal content, no, it's too deep. All right, beautiful. Yeah. But you mentioned that it made me wonder. This is just by the way. Have you dated a celebrity before?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've been through the process. We've been through the genesis. We've been everywhere.
Oh, we've done some.
Oh, you're good. Come on. Just that we're able to control our space. I prefer controlling my space than invading some of the privacies. We've been out there. We've been in a serious relationship with very inclined people in the space of showbiz.
Now, before we come, I'm telling you once again, Guru is running for president. You ask, is he president of musical, president of Ghana? Hold on.
It's a whole
Hold on, we are coming there. We're about to find out which position he's running. No, and not even position. The position is presidency, but what exactly we're about to find out. But before that, Bragg has also been trending. You started with street rap, and then you have maintained it for over a decade. You're still at it. Sarkodie made this mention. Before he came, the rappers didn't know where Joe. Before he came in, now rappers near John. When you heard that line, how did you feel? Because you were in it.
Yeah, before he came in, so we came together. So that side, I wasn't there. So those affected, it belongs to them.
But do you agree with him on that?
Oh, you see, in a position I'm vying for her, it's very sensitive. And I must be very strategic in my dealings. So as it stands, let me stand corporate in the field of what I'm doing. After that, we will come back to that. And then like, you'll come back to her, because now, no. It's not... It's more of... vying for a position, right? You just have to balance. And now, you see, growth matters. And being matured about how you articulate certain things being said or being portrayed about you matters. Everybody has got his own view. His point of view is what he's saying. And I must understand him. Also, Paco attack here. It's all balanced. It's just show business. And not doing it now.
Okay. Has running for the position of presidency changed you?
It has not. I'm just trying to understand a certain group of people. And you see, my field now is more of academics.
Right.
And they are more inclined with certain things, and their perception and understanding is different.
Right.
You must understand it. Room for you. So I'm trying to dissect into some of these things, and I have to appreciate the way of thinking. They just believe in accountability, which is very important. They like transparency and student or whatever activism. It's very important. So these things are very critical, and you must have your reason of saying things. So imagine if I'm to come back in attacking, what should be the reason? I must be more critical. So I'm not right now into that for now.
Okay, all right, beautiful. But was the decision to run for presidency an easy one for you, or you need to really think about it and think about it and rethink about it?
It is very important. You see, it hasn't been easy, all right? You see, coming out from, I would say, a whole different world. You see, I've been through this process. I've been there, did it, all right? Just that I couldn't fulfill my GPAs, whatever it calls, my certificates. I couldn't complete my university at the early stage. I was in level 200. And I deferred because of the intrusion of the music. It was quite disturbing, and I have to just make sure I am done with it before coming back, or even reach a certain height, the maturity stage or the growth, then come back to it. You see, education is always you can never finish learning.
Yeah.
You can never embark on education and think you've reached a certain height. You will still be learning. So to me, what I would say is their understanding is very different, quite awkward sometimes. And being there for like 15 years now, I would say you just have to understand and be humble. You see, on campus, nobody cares about you.
Okay.
Everybody act like a celebrity.
Right.
Everybody thinks he's somebody.
It's true.
So I'm kind of enjoying how they think. It's not putting pressure on me. I can move around and be more comfortable. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right. I know by now you're wondering which campus is he referring to. Bless you. He said he's running for presidency. Which school? Which institution? Where is it? Good. Let's talk about that. Which institution is that?
Yes. University of Ghana.
University of Ghana.
Yeah, Legon.
Okay. Okay. So University of Ghana, Legon.
Yeah.
Then you want to be the SRC president.
Yes.
So, okay. Now I need to understand why. Why do you want to lead the people?
Yeah.
Be a leader of the student, because you know that this, as long as it's a university, is very broad,
big,
very
with
broad,
60
and it's
to
a huge number.
70,000
Exactly,
student populace.
exactly.
It's crazy.
Why do you want to lead them?
Yes, of course. Where I'm coming from, if it is fame, we have it. If it is about network, we have it. If it is about plugs, like as we say, we have it. And we've been blessed with realities.
Yeah.
Realities. We move around. We have the numbers. If I want the numbers, it won't be University of Ghana, which of course most of my fans are there.
All right.
But there is this thing that inspired me. It's the student body. You see, there are a lot of challenges. A challenge which is not supposed to be a challenge. A problem which is not supposed to be a problem.
Right.
Then I tried resolving, I tried helping with a little, but it's not working.
Okay.
Because we have over close to 70,000. And I realized, okay, my legacy is to inspire people in the side of music. Being on campus for 4 years, after what would you say about me, about my legacy?
Right.
You say Guru was there, saw all these things, and did nothing.
Right.
That would be the big conversation. So basically what I'm doing is building a legacy that is more impactful on the students.
Right.
All right, on
Okay.
everybody or in everybody's life. Especially, I'm a student.
Right.
Okay, what are some of the challenges? Seeing the accommodation crisis, all right, giving them the admission by now, struggling to pay fees, struggling to have accommodation.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So what can we do about it? Then you come in a line of me. Of course, I'm into real estate, which people already know. What can I do to help? You know, we have the network, people we work with, which is more important. That is the benefit that the student will get. And in terms of the SRC president, you are the mouthpiece of the student. You seek to the welfare of the student. You create a relationship of the student or for the student. And you also be, hey, I've said the mouthpiece and the advocacy. You must advocate and represent them. So looking at all these qualities, of course, I have it. And if it is somebody who's got a plug or the network among the students, I'll say I stand out.
Right.
Because anybody you want to reach out for support in collaboration or anything, of course, if we are to enter rooms or any corporation with names, if you're to approach, it will take time. Sometimes I went to meet a brother, owner of Pizza Man. Then he showed me, was a proposal for a support for the SRC Hall Week.
Right.
And I was like, and he was even asking, what should he do about it? Is it to support or let go? So imagine if I'm to be the SRC president,
It would have been
doing
easier.
that, it would be
Right,
easier. So
right.
we're looking at easy way in creating the comfort of the students. So I kind of wanting that for them right from day one. So reaching this height, I kind of realized it's still happening.
Okay.
No matter my predecessors who's been vying for this position. What
Right.
did they do?
All right.
Okay, I know people are losing interest in the SRC president, but student front matters. You cannot just walk to the administration for a change or based on your concerns. That's why they've given you the chance to represent, to have a body, somebody that represents you. So if we will say if the fundamentals are weak, what happens? So I'm trying to break the gap between the administration and the students, bringing them together. You need somebody who is matured, who can bring the two together. Example, Sabah Hall, Brouhaha with vandals. This thing can be resolved easily. It shouldn't take the court. Let's bring it home. Let's talk about it. Let's deliberate about it. What's the difference? Okay, what's up? Let's go. Let's find ways to work out because the aura of University of Ghana is no more. And of course, the administration, they are doing their possible best. But it is up to the student body, the student front, who's supposed to be the mouthpiece, advocate, talk about it, make sure some of these challenges are nullified. And I've seen that happening so many times. Example, one of the policies, I don't know if I should bring her.
All right, but before you bring the policy, I'll let you talk about some of the things as you wrap up, some of the things you want to undertake, or some would say the promises you'd give the people, especially the students of Legon. I'm happy that we have people from the entertainment industry who already have the numbers, and they are deciding to take initiative by leading the youth.
It's very important
in changing society and also bringing impact on the lives of people, because you guys have the numbers, you know the big men, you know the people, so you have the network is there, so it is easier to have a guru go negotiate on behalf of the students than to have somebody they do not know and all of that.
Of course.
Yes, but before, you know, when musicians begin to lead students and all of that, they think that then it's NPP or NDC. Are you having any form of affiliation?
Yeah, as it stands, I just want to be in the middle for now, because the most important thing is getting the love from the students, and also taking advantage of you being out there, and they knowing your capacity, what you're capable of, or what you can bring to the table. At the end of the day, it's all about network. We shouldn't leave everything to the government. And we have the private sector who are willing to invest in the student body. Of course, there are challenges, but some of these things can be resolved without the student or the management. All right, one empire. If you're bringing something to the table, that will help them, makes work easier and student comfortable, because there are so many things happening. All right, talking about one, my policy way. I know.
Okay, can you give us only one, so they don't steal it?
You see, the whole of University of Ghana, you have just one clinic.
Right.
One clinic.
And that's a big community, University of Ghana.
And it's very bad to me. Every hall, you have restaurants. But do you have a sick bay?
Yeah.
You don't have it. You need to walk all the way from diaspora to just clinic for what? Sometimes first aid. It could be paracetamol. You say you have a pharmacy. What happens? So these are some of the things we need to implement for the safety sake and the health sector. It helps across all the halls. We need to have a sick bay. And in funding, knowing well what you are, we advocate, we know how to lobby, and we have people we've been working with throughout the years. We've been working with a lot of corporations and all these telecommunications. Right now, we are paying like 100 Ghana cedis each for Zoom meetings, Zoom classes. Okay, we are paying. I've paid. What about if I don't have a data?